After 39 days of intense competition, 16 dramatic tribal councils, and 7 angry jurors, it all came down to 2 of Survivor, Guatemala's fiercest competitors, Danny and Stephanie.
How you feeling now, Danny?
I feel the same.
How about you, Steph?
I can't move. I can't move.
Steph is out. Danny has won final immunity.
I think you backstabbed everybody in this game.
No, I didn't.
But you crossed the line, man, when you lied to my wife, man, and you said that we have the strongest alliance here, and that was crossing the damn line, man, and you should have just never opened your damn mouth, man, when my wife got there. So not only did you lie to me, man, you lied to my wife, and that's pretty brutal.
That's 3 votes Danny, 1 vote Steph. It takes 4 votes to win. The winner of Survivor Guatemala.
Well, and live in our studio this morning, Danny Boatwright and Stephanie LaGrossa. Good morning to you both. My gosh, you were live on the West Coast last night. You took the red eye, so you're just literally in here this morning. Is it real to you?
No. It was so funny because as soon as I landed, I turned my phone on and I had 61 messages.
61?
Yeah, and trying to answer them on the way back. So
right.
It's crazy.
You sit down last night in Los Angeles. There you are at TV City. Did you know when you sat down when Jeff started reading off the names, did you know you had won?
No, I didn't until at the 3rd vote. Then I knew that I had won.
Yeah.
But we had a little inkling, but it wasn't, you're not sure because you get blindsided all the time in this game. And you know you get blindsided, and I thought it would happen again.
All right. I'm going to go back to the choice. You get down to the final 3. You win immunity. You have a choice. It's Rafe or Stephanie. Stephanie or Rafe. How much did you weigh that? How difficult the decision was that, or was it at all?
It was a tough decision because I knew going in the game that sometimes I'm ruled by my heart, and so that was obviously something I was dealing with when I was standing up there in that final immunity challenge. But then I also had to think about my family, and like I said last night, they would have just killed me if I had taken Rafe instead of Stephanie. And Stephanie having a huge target on her back, coming back in from, playing last year.
Right.
It's going to be tough to win,
right.
If you've already played the game
You
before.
had a very good feel for the jury, for the rest of the players in the game. There was so much animosity toward you. It was just amazing. So you had, when you made the decision to take Stephanie, did you say, boom, I got the money in the bank?
No. Oh, no. I thought a better chance than with Rafe.
A better chance.
Better chance than with Rafe.
Right.
But, no, because, Stephanie was such a tough player. And then so many people were, in awe of her from last year.
Right.
That you never know how that vote's going to go. Because when Stephanie, in the game, when someone won a reward, they always took Stephanie. So,
right.
I mean, she was very well liked.
You were the party gal of the...
So much,
every time something... Exactly
I got it last time, but I got it this time.
All right, let's go back to the challenge, the last immunity challenge, because that looked so hot. Was it hot? It looked hot that day, and just kind of brutally uncomfortable. You're on this balance beam. Stephanie is hanging on. You start to go down. Rafe starts to go down. And, of course, Rafe, in this kind of lapse of judgment out of nowhere, puts his hand on that pole. He gets knocked out. You looked awfully comfortable, Danny.
I was doing a really good acting job
that was
as well. I have really bad scoliosis, and my little backbone, I had no meat on it at that point. It was just grinding into that pole.
Right.
But I had a bit of an advantage over Stephanie, too, because of being taller.
Right.
So I had a little more... Yeah, because Rafe
angle
really
up higher.
Rafe looked like he was in a great position.
Yeah, Rafe looked like he would have stayed there all day.
Though, and I was looking right at you. I was like, oh, man, she's going to stay there all day.
Well, you tried to shimmy back up that hole, and I thought, you're toast.
It was horrible because I was like just barely reaching with my toes, kind of.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, man, Lydia wouldn't even have been able to get on this thing. Like, darn.
Yeah. Had you won that immunity challenge, who would you have taken?
I would have taken Rafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had an alliance since day one, so I didn't really have that great of a shot against anyone.
To be perfectly honest. Rafe comes running up to you, Danny, after this immunity challenge and sort of said, oh, you don't have to do anything that you said.
Right.
Was he being honest or was he playing you? Because I'm watching that at home saying, he is just playing you big time.
I really thought Rafe was being honest. That's how Rafe is.
Yeah.
But that was also the worst move Rafe could ever make, and I know he was hating himself last night for making that move because I was really heavily weighing on, I have to take Rafe. And they said that, and I'm like, no, I don't have to take your aim. So
Stephanie, very quickly, woulda, coulda, shoulda, that you come into this game, people sort of welcomed you initially, and then you were in the game, people carried you along, they were very happy to have you there, but there was so much resentment towards you.
And yeah, I mean, there always is when people take on a leadership position and, you know, you're sitting in the end and they're sitting on the jury. But I don't have any regrets. I think I played a great game. I feel bad that I never got to repay Judd, but I'm working on that. I'll pay him back for all his rewards he took me on.
I thought he was going to come out of his shoes last night.
I know.
That looked,
well, you know, I was under the impression he was trying to get me out. So the name of the game is get them out before they get you out.